So get this. It's the year 2020 and we really think that we've evolved, we've grown, we've done so much and gone so far, but I guess I'm kind of just tripping because I'm trying to figure out how in the year fucking 2020 I'm asking simple questions like, am I a slave? Like, am I a slave and I just don't know it? Like like I'm just walking around here acting like I'm free when really I'm not. I mean, Emancipation Proclamation, Preamble, the Constitution. I think about the book that we had to read. I don't know if it was in junior high or high school. I think it was junior high though. The Aboriginal. And it was kind of key in that book that the mind is extremely powerful. You know, the man thought he was dying and he died because he thought he was dying. He didn't even eat a poisonous berry like he thought. It was simply the fact that he thought he ate it that he believed he was going to die, and he did. That's kind of crazy. So you mean to tell me that if I think I'm free but I'm still a slave, that is an objective to somebody else's subjective? You know, I don't think any of us have really given it a thought, especially because they don't want to highlight it so much. Because if they highlight it so much, then you'll catch on to what the fuck they're still doing. I mean, we used to have Black History Month for February. Why don't we have Black History Month anymore? I mean, to be honest, we should be outraged. They keep trying to downplay what they did so that you don't notice that it's still happening. I mean, if that's not the greatest story he ever wrote. How I managed to triple, triple slam jam and not just have black slaves, but ultimately every fucking body do my bidding. Yeah, like a god almost. It's kind of interesting because that lady threw a fit about the Pledge of Allegiance and the word God. She went all spiritual on it when really God stands for government for the G, ordinance, departure for D. Government, order, departure. So, in God we trust is kind of fitting when we look at the dollar. It's not at all righteous, unrighteous, holy, not holy. It's literal. And we definitely cannot trust God. Because God is up to something and we don't even know what the fuck God is up to. Because we're so asleep. We're just accustomed to watching Kim Kardashian or sports and being enraged about bullshit that we don't actually have time for the real shit, and the real shit actually matters. I'm going to actually go ahead and just break down everything on this board and just bust open your ignorance. Am I a slave? The definition of a slave is a person who is legal property of another and is forced to obey them. So you're driving down the 101. Speed limit says 65, but you're kind of running a little bit late, so you're kind of heavy on the gas because you just want to get there, hopefully, so your boss doesn't catch you just barely making it in. And weedle. It's a fucking cop car. And of course, officer, I know, they take a little bit longer, so you're definitely fucking late. So you might even have an attitude, or you might have smiled the whole time like, oh, thank you. God, you're just a wonderful person, always on task. Because, yeah, we know you guys exist. And then we have the son of a, can you fucking hurry it up? I mean, I'm already fucking late. I told you why I was speeding. Now you want to take your sweet time. And we definitely know there's those. And then there's the ones who, the whole damn time. Yeah, yeah. We're all out there. And you know, it gets down to you having to sign a ticket, and you're just like, I don't agree with this ticket. They're like, well, you can take it to the court. You're like, well, I don't want to fucking go to court because I have shit to do. And they're like, well, you have to sign it. And you're like, I don't want to have to sign it because I don't agree with this, and this is all bullshit. And they're like, no, you have to sign it. If you don't sign it, I'm gonna arrest you. And you're like, really? You're gonna fucking take me to jail? And then then you're gonna have to fucking fight it behind bars, bitch. Sign it. And we sign it. I don't know. But I think that's kind of slave characteristic, wouldn't you say? You know? And it's because we don't know it that we resist so fucking hard. But we have no idea what the fuck they've done because we've been sleeping. We've been sleeping. I mean, look at our ID cards. It's literally by state. So you're in one state, you have this ID card. Then you go to another state because you know what? It's kind of better in fucking Oklahoma than it is in Texas or Utah. Hell yeah. So you're just settling in, and they're like, oh, there's just this little thing. Your ID's fine for right now, but we're gonna need you to get a Oklahoma ID. Okay, because it's just the way it goes. And you're like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this one? Has my age, has the year. It's not even fucking expired. I got time. Yeah, you got 6 months type of attitude. And they're fucking legit by it, you know? You come in with the fucking out-of-state license, they try to stop you from doing certain shit, and if you have an in-state license, then you get the perks of some shit, and you're just like, okay, I guess. But why do we have to guess? Why can't we just fucking know? Right. Then we got the whole marriage certificate. That's genius. In the state of, this union is recognized and a certificate. Why the fuck do you need a certificate? Under the state of Georgia, blah, 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 blah. These are documents of which the state is actually taking claim over you and your situation. The birth certificate is literal. It's literally like, dibs. Yep, I got it. At 5 o'clock, this bitch here was born in this hospital, in this city, at this time, by this woman here, and she signed, and the father, he was there, he signed. Or the father wasn't there, he didn't sign. But the treasurer did. So, they're dibs. They're literally fucking dibs. Dibs on you. On your possession, on everything. But I thought we were fucking free. Why the fuck does the state need to call dibs on me? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't understand. I mean, if we look at it that way, then why the fuck do we have to pay child support if the state owns us? Hey, wait a fucking minute. If I'm a fucking slave, I don't... Huh? Well, every job that I walk into and they tell me they're crazy ass fucking ridiculous rules that I really don't think is cool, and I'm just like, if I don't want to do this one, they're like, well, you could take the job or you can leave it. Or you fucking need to get a car, but they want to go ahead and, oh, you have bad credit, so they make it extremely hard. I'm thinking something's up. And why the fuck is it taking so long for this to be fucking vigil? Look, I can't even find the word. Visible. But it's fucking visible now, isn't it? A lawyer. My motherfucking translator. Oh, because they speak law and I don't? Why the fuck don't I know law? Let's talk about that. If I'm not a fucking slave, why don't I know anything about law? The very thing that fucking locks me up, convicts me, and makes all of my fucking decisions, apparently. Something's wrong.